What's good everyone, Shurrit here, bringing you guys my first episode of my deck reviews. This deck was sent in by, he didn't tell me what his name was on YouTube, but the email name was VERITAS. I probably butchered that or something, but I'm sorry, that's how I pronounce it. So it's basically Dark Magicians. It seems like an okay build. I'm going to review it thoroughly now, but let's just go over his profile. So a 3 Dark Magician, 2 Palladium Oracle Mahad, 2 Magician of Dark Illusions. 3, this card is too bloody expensive. 2 Chocolate Magician Girl, 1 Summon Monk, 3 Rod, 1, this card should come back to 3 or be banned. 2 Allure of Darkness, 1 Dark Magic Attack, 1 Explosion, 1 Regeki, what am I saying? 1 Upstart Goblin, 2 Dark Magic Veil, which is basically like Monster Reborn, 2 Duality, Illusion Magic, 3 Dark Magical Circle, 1 Storming Mirror Force, 3 Navigation, 1 Dark Renewal, 1 Quaking, 3 Eternal Soul, 1 Soul, and then the extra deck is Amulet Dragon, Dark Paladin, Red Eyes Flare, Gaia Dragon, the Thunder Charger, Big Eye, 2 Ebon, Illusion, 2 Ebon High, Utopia Prime, and Utopia the Lightning, because you can summon these with the Chocolate Magician Girl and Summon the Monk. For side deck is 2 Dark Magician Girl, 2 Ally of Justice Cycle Reader, 2 Flying Sea, 2 DD Crow, 2 Eye of Timaeus, 2 Dark Magician Girl. So first thing about this deck, unfortunately we have to start it off with a negative. It seems slightly incomplete. 11 card side deck. Side deck doesn't matter too much because obviously we're trying to review the main deck and extra deck more, but obviously that is to take into account. 11 card side deck and 12 card extra deck, not the best, even though I know Dark Magician doesn't go into the extra deck all that much. It's still good to have a 15 card extra deck because some occasions do come up where you're going to need certain monsters or where they're just going to be good, so that needs to be sorted out. Next thing is I'll tell you a positive. It's very innovative in my opinion. Like, I like the Palladium Oracle Mahad tech, even though it can miss timing if you draw it off Allure or Duality, or does it miss timing? Not off Duality, I think it misses timing off Allure, but it doesn't miss timing off Duality. Correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong. So I do like some of the cards you've included. Like, I like the Chocolate Magician Girl inclusion and the Dark Magic Veil. Not many people play it, so I thought that was decent. But another thing that I don't like about the deck is, in my opinion, there's too many one-offs. So like, I don't like the 1 Storming Mirror Force, 1 Quaking Mirror Force, 1 Dark Renewal. Like, 1 Dark Renewal is okay, but I don't like the 1/1 Mirror Force thing. Like, I know it's kind of decent, just play one, just play another one. Like, you might, if you draw it, it's okay. If you don't draw it, it's okay. But in my opinion, it isn't needed like that. So what I think I'm gonna do, and then the other thing is like the 1 Summoner Monk. Like, it seems like a lot of these cards can add to inconsistency rather than like a typical Dark Magician build. I think I got like a standard Dark Magician build here. Like, this is just, yeah, this is proper standard. This is like the 2 Storming Mirror Force there. I guess actually I suppose that let me put his back on. I suppose it's not too bad to put 1 Storming Mirror Force and 1 Quaking Mirror Force, but in my opinion, because Dark Magician can't summon too many big monsters or lots of monsters on the field at once, I think it would be better just to play the 2 Storming, because leaving your opponent's monsters on the board can be problematic for you to get rid of. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to kind of sort out the deck, keeping obviously your techs like Palladium Oracle Mahad, but what I'm going to do is sort out the deck to see what we can do to improve it. Chocolate Magician Girl's cool, I do like it, but I don't really see it that necessary. I think like with Summoner Monk you can discard spells, but like all your spells are needed. Like, let's say you open up like there's nothing here that is like discard. Like, if you draw 2 copies of Circle, like, I guess that's it, but that's not very usual because you normally get 1 off Rod anyways. So I think I'm going to sort out this deck to make it a little bit better. So the 2 Allure's fine. So 3 Dark Magician, 2 Oracle Mahad. Let me just check mine again. Obviously I'm not going to change it, because that's the one thing I didn't like. I think Pot Desire should be included in this build. So what I'm going to do is, the 1 Solemn Warning is a bit weird as well. Like, Dark Magician does go off traps a bit, but 10 traps is decent, I guess. So we'll sort out the side deck first. So there's only 2 DD Crow and like, if you might, these are his side deck choices, so I thought I might as well put another Cycle Reader in there, because there we go, not in the main deck, in the side deck, and then another Flying Sea. Oh no. think it's like, oh, I hate the spelling of this, Death Flying Sea. Always annoys me. And then the other DD core. So I kind of kept his side deck the same because that seems to be like the way he likes to play it. But I've obviously added in the cards that's missing. Now for the extra deck. So basically, if you never know what to go into the extra deck, you can just do this. So like for rank 7s, for example. So you have kind of these bad ones like what plant monsters, that isn't relevant at all. OCG, banish one monster from the extra deck face down. Now this is a good one. Draco Sack, so there's another one. So basically this is I did say like you could include one card from the OCG if you wanted down in the comment section, so that's fine. Let's just check out the other ones like Titanic Moth could have been included. So I think the cards to include are probably this one. Let's just read it. Once per turn you can detach one exhibitor from this card, look at your opponent's extra deck, banish one monster from their extra deck face down. End of the battle phase, this card destroys your opponent's monster by battle. You can target one card in your opponent's graveyard, banish it face down. If this card is if the card is banished face down, if an opponent's card, you can banish cards equal to the number of their face down banished cards. So this can be really good against people who play Pot of Desires, so that can go in. I think as the monster, and then just the Draco Sack. And then like here, because you're playing the Chocolate Magician Girl, and I will keep that in, you always, if you're going to play rank 4 deck, just always put Castell in there, because Castell is a universal problem solver. Like sometimes Lightning isn't what you want to go into. Sometimes Castell's just going to get the job done, and like Castell can get rid of spell, like maybe a face of Imperial Order or Floodgates, whereas Lightning only outs monsters. So then I've sorted out the extra deck, sorted out the side deck. Now with the main deck, I think it's I personally think it's really solid. I was saying I don't really like the one-offs. I think I'm going to cut the one Quaking and put in a Storming. Obviously, I've given my review, and this is the way I'm trying to like approach it by like showing you what you can do to improve. So there's the 2 Stormings, the 2 Dark Magical Veil. It's nice, but the thing is, it's not very necessary, in my opinion. Like, I think what you should do is cut the Summoner Monk and cut the Veils and put in a 3 Solemn Strike. But then it kind of defeats the purpose of playing rank 4s, because then you're never going to get pull you off your rank 4s. So I guess the way we could sort this out is we could cut the Veils, because I don't think they're all that good, to be honest, because you already have lots of special summoning with Eternal Soul, Dark Renewal and Navigation. So I think the good thing to do is, yeah, Dark Renewal works better in this deck because, well, it works better because you have more monster spellcasters that will be on the field. Sometimes you can't even do that and you just like brick a bit, so Dark Renewal can help out, so we'll keep that in. But I think what I'm going to do is, we need to put more, like, basically the point of putting Summoner Monk is that you will have like cards that you can discard, but with this, because he's only playing 2 Duality, 2 Law, so there's not really much that can brick. Plus you kind of always need your Dark Magician to hand, so I think 1 Illusion Magic isn't enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the second one in, because what you can do is discard it off Summoner Monk. Oh, that's just going to take ages. Illusion Magic. Oh, come on. Illusion Magic. And then I want to cut 1 more card and put in the 3rd Duality. So I think what I'm going to do here is 2 copies of Palladium Oracle Mahad. I'm going to obviously keep it in because it's a nice tech, but 2 copies of Palladium Oracle Mahad gives you a higher chance of drawing it in the draw phase, and you really don't want to draw it in the draw phase because it's like completely dead, especially when Dark Magician level 7 or lower, Dark Spellcaster. Yeah, so while it's in your hand it is actually completely dead because it's not you can't banish it off lore or anything, so we're just going to put 1 copy in and we're going to include the 3rd copy of Pot of Duality. Let's just read Mahad to check out if it does no, but when you can special summon it, so it doesn't work off Duality either, so you never want to add it off Duality. Ignore what I said before. So we'll keep the 2 Dark Magician Girl in. I guess he likes to kind of put them in because he wants to put the Dark Burning Magic in because you can search it off Rod. Dark Magic Inheritance is a good card that you can play as well, but the 1 Solemn Warning's decent, I guess. Like, if you draw it, it's fine. If you don't draw it, it's fine. You know what I mean. Duncan, or who was it? Glasgow Yu-Gi-Oh's channel, the Italian guy. Sometimes you want to draw it as something like that. You want to see sometimes, not all the time. That's it. Took me a while to remember that. So what I'm going to do is just to see if his deck works, rather than playing against a real person, we'll do it against the AI and see how it works. I will do it against AI Fluffle, because that's like the only deck that AI plays properly. And sorry, I think my YGO Pro's lagging, not responding yet. We'll just Just close it, close the program. Really sorry about this, guys. It should be reopened in 2 seconds. I might edit this bit out actually. So yeah, we'll just open up YGO plugin. Sorry about that, just minor setback, no big deal. So what we were doing, we were going to play against the AI. Right, so paper into scissors, like Fluffle guy always chooses to go second, so that's fine because Dark Magician went first. See, this is what I mean, the Summon Monk can sometimes be dead because you don't play too many spells. So luckily we have Apprentice Illusion Magician to sort that out. So we obviously get Apprentice Illusion Magician out. We could have discarded it for a draw off of a Chocolate Magician Girl. If card is target, once per turn, if this card is targeted for attack, target one spell casting except special and then change the attack target to it. So we'll still normal summon this, and then we'll set our Dark Renewal and our Storming Mirror Force. Dark Renewal is going to be good because we can probably like get rid of Apprentice Illusion. So Fright for Patchwork for Sabers and Polymerization. This is just the AI, we're just testing if this deck does work. So it's decent so far. So I'm going to give it a rating at the end, like how much I think it is out of 10, like not obviously including the choices. I did change the deck to, so Dark Renewal is going to get popped anyways and Apprentice, so we might as well just Dark Renewal the Tiger. Oh yeah, of course we want a special summon. Dark Magician of Chaos might have been a nice thing to put in this deck, I guess, considering I'm already teching my hard. So after this duel, I guess we can sort out the deck even more to see if it's it can be improved after this, because Fluffles are extremely explosive deck, but luckily we have a Storming Mirror Force face down, so I don't know what this guy's going to do if he gets Storming. Well, not this guy, what the AI is going to do. See what he's going to do. So there's Fright for Kraken. Release the Kraken! If you haven't watched Clash of Titans, watch it, it's a good movie. There's Sabertooth. Apprentice, especially by if you can add one Dark Magician to your hand. We'll just get Dark Magician now and then we'll chain Storming. Dark Magician goes there. So that we basically got 4100. Duality, that's a pretty good draw, I guess. So there's Apprentice Illusion, Magician's Rod, and Palladium Oracle. Never add Palladium Oracle, as I said. Then you want a normal summon of Rod, Circle. Basically, we're trying to hopefully get navigation off the top. Okay, so basically nothing there. Regeki, Chocolate. Oh, we can draw into it. We can sack him because we can stack the deck with another. Yeah, what we can do here, if you activate Spell, yeah, we can basically draw into our Chocolate on purpose and discard the Dark Magician, or draw into Regeki on purpose. That's what we'll do. So we'll get rid of the Dark Magician in your hand and get the copy of Regeki. So it's decent. We haven't got any disruption for next turn, so we might get murdered, but we'll see what happens. That's decent. We've got the Regeki if we hopefully survive, so there's Vendor. Vendor's broken. I love Fluff. Fluff was a decent, so he didn't get to do anything. If he had wings in the graveyard, then he kind of misplayed. Hopefully he didn't have wings in the graveyard. No, he didn't have wings in the graveyard, so he couldn't do anything. So we'll just get a Chocolate Magician Girl and then like make a stealth for no reason. So this deck seems to function decently. It's not as Glass Cannon, it doesn't rely too much on going first unlike the other Dark Magician deck. Dark Magic Attack. We beat the AI with the best. So based on how the deck performed then, I think it's decent. Like obviously I improved it, so we'll have to take that into account when giving it a rating, but I was just trying to show you guys like how it functions once it's improved. I personally think to get a proper understanding we should just do one more, because obviously a deck can break, so it kind of counts as like a match. So there's the rock, so we'll go first obviously. Regeki Solemn, hopefully we'll get a rod off of here. Apprentice, Navigation, and Circle. So we can take the risk with Circle, or we can just get the Navigation, Special, and Dark Magician. I think the best thing to do is get the Navigation here, because we can tribute the Master we summon anyways for Illusion Magic. Plus we got the Dark Magician hand. Solemn's really strong against Fluffers, because if you Solemn their Tiger, then that's why we'll use Navigation like at the end of the turn, because we've got Solemn. Now if he tries to if he tries to pop Solemn though, that's the issue. Guess we're gonna have to take it. King of the Swamp. There's Wolf Polymerization there. Chain, no. So basically, rather than taking any damage, you might as well just navigation. No, we don't want to solve our own navigation, so Dark Magician from hand. Rod wins because normal summon. Well, I think Apprentice. Just to, I feel sorry for Dark Magician girl. She got like murdered like so badly the minute Apprentice Illusion Magician came out. So we got our copy of Dark Magician. So there's a Polymerization. Star Venom, bloody hell. Gains attack points to I'm not scared of Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. What does it say? If this fusion card is destroyed, you can destroy all special summon monsters your opponent controls. Damn. That's not good. I guess we're just gonna have to hope for the best. Eternal Soul, Dark Renewal. We'll get Eternal Soul because that can help out because we have to out this Star Venom Fusion Dragon. Yeah, I'll just send the Apprentice to Grave on the Dark Magician, and then Star Venom will destroy Dark Magician. That's fine. You have to destroy your own monsters sometimes to out your opponents. So there's Patchwork, hashtag Patchwork Screwjob, Sabers and Polly. I think they only pay one Sabers Fluffles. So there's Fluffle Dog. That's fine. We don't have Silent Dog. So I think we're just gonna wait till Sabertooth comes out. If Tiger comes out and pops the Solemn and the Eternal Soul, then we're dead. If it doesn't, then we're alive. So Chain goes to Graveyard. Another copy of Fiber Patchwork. Oh no, he drew that off end. Okay, that's fine. Does he have wings in the graveyard? Yep, there's wings. That combo is so broken. Bear Wings Toy Vendor. Like it just makes there's cat. I think we can't take the risk to we're gonna have to negate the first Poly, because if he summons a Tiger and pops these two, is never gonna be good. So that's Factory. So there's Tiger. We'll just use this. Dark Magic attack of 1000 rolls. Well, I think the Dark Magician is going to be destroyed anyway, so we might as well get the free plus of the Dark Magic attack. But I think he's going to OTK now. So I think we might have lost this. Sabertooth, yup, for Tiger Rabbit. Gets cut back. This might not be an OTK actually. Yes it is. So there's another loss. Basically we'll do another one. Like I don't know how long this video is going to be, but who cares? Like more content. So there's another duel. We're just testing this deck out, and then I'll give you guys my final rating. So there we go. We got Duality, Summon a Monk, Chocolate. So we'll use Duality there. Storming, Apprentice, and Maxi. Maxi against Fluffles. Dark Renewal. Because that actually is fine. Like taking Maxi was no big deal. Like we got the Summon a Monk in hand, but I'm gonna try and trade it in for something else with Chocolate. We got a Rod. That's good for next turn. We got Storming and Maxi. So I think the AI isn't scared of Maxi. That's the problem. We probably should have chained our Maxi to that. It's fine though. We'll just put Maxi down now. Let's see what happens. Got Storming to like kind of save us. There's a draw. No, we'll Dark Renewal the Tiger if he tries to bot the Dark Renewal. So there's Dog. So Cat. See, Fluffles are so cool. Like they don't rely on the extra. They can play in Link format easily. He's just letting us draw a billion cards now. He tried to pop both our back row. We're gonna Dark Renewal. Fortunately, Storming's not gonna survive. But what can you do? Obviously, we want a special summon or a copy of Dark Magician. We've got a loaded hand now. Yeah, we can use Magician of Dark Illusions. Let's just summon him. There's another Tiger. Bloody hell, this is mad. Factory. all for Sabertooth. He used like 5 materials. I'm confused. Okay, so we drew all this. So if we can't out Sabertooth plus Tiger, then God knows. And we drew Mahad. Oh my god, we actually drew Mahad. That was stupid. We actually drew that. We drew it just about. So if we had used the Maxi at the right time, then we wouldn't have been able to draw Mahad. Or when you draw this card, you can reveal it, so it wouldn't miss timing. So we could have special summon, but then it would have got destroyed by the Tiger and stuff. So it's called Battles of Dark Monsters. So both of these are dark. Oh, that's actually really cool. Okay, I'll review one Dark Magician card. So another circle, and then put Apprentice, because then we can upstart him to Apprentice, and then special summon Apprentice by discarding the Dark Magician. Oh, no more Dark Magician left in the deck now. There's Rod. Rod will get us Magician's Navigation. Solemn's not going to work right now, but we can get rid of Tiger because of Mahad's effect. That's how a Yugi the Pharaoh King beat. Actually, no, sorry. I was just about to spoil the Dark Side of Dimensions movie for everybody. Sorry. Oh my god, he drew into a wings. That is, he sacked us. What can I say? And he drew sheep as well. What the hell? Oh, come on. So now he gets to draw 2 off Vendor, then get a search of Vendor for dog. What is this? 1 draw for wings. Galaxy Cyclone, go to hell. We actually might still have lost. I'll just summon the Apprentice. He might try to attack Dark Magician with Apprentice. Now we can banish this. That's Rabbit. I don't even think Rabbit's good. I don't know how this deck works. Maybe it's stacked. Instant Fusion. Sheep, Factory, Sabertooth. Please attack the Dark Magician, please attack Dark Magician, please attack Dark Magician. Please attack the harder Dark Magician, please attack the harder Dark Magician, please attack. We probably would have lost at this point, but like, if he attacks Mahad Dark Magician, we don't lose. Mahad! Sheep comes back, he attacks Mahad again. Sabertooth attacks Mahad. The AI just suicided himself. Basically, he would have won if he attacked Rod. So, overall, the deck that he originally sent me in gets a 5 out of 10. The deck that I made kind of improved it, but obviously if you want to play a more viable version of Dark Magician, I definitely recommend this version, where you're basically just playing a load of traps and like you're trying to standard play Dark Magician, like gain advantage of Eternal Soul Navigation and just stop your opponent from playing Yu-Gi-Oh, because that's how Dark Magician has to play right now. Mahad's cool and all, but unfortunately it's not as good as you would think. So I guess this was decent. Maybe like if we had decided in the ZD Crow then against Fluffles, then it might have done something. But anyways, so overall the deck he sent me in gets a 5 out of 10. I improved it. I showed him like what you could do to improve it. So thank you guys for watching. This has been Short. Peace.